Hi guys, it's Vakul here, and today we are doing the deep analysis of T1 versus top esports. To be honest, today I have to be kind of fast because like in 1 hour I have to be on a wedding. So instantly after doing it, I will just that's why. So I have a suit on me. So I have a suit on me. So this is like why I'm just making it, and I want to really to make it fast. Then I upload it, and we'll just take an Uber. I mean, I take like 20-30 minutes, so we should be fine. We still have like 1 hour and 2 minutes. So let's just jump to the T1 versus the top esports. So overall, top esports had very good win rate this season. While T1 was actually, not doing well. But of course, we have Worlds time, so they are actually performing much better. Overall, throughout the season, I mean, should we actually look at the season considering that T1 at the season was really freaking tragic sometimes? Like, man, they even freaking lost to DK, like, also shaky DK. We can look at the Drakes, for example, and First Blood 52%, 44. So actually, T1 will probably try more to get a First Blood, but also top esports have more kills per game, more deaths, and yeah, that will be it. Also, more damage per minute. So since it's an LPL team, then they will probably just try to go for very strong mid game, just to fight permanently, win objectives, get a baron. Like actually, mid game champs are pretty cool. Like on the pro scene, like of course some late game also, but they are just too weak in the mid game to actually contest like the baron or like for example Soul Point if the enemy team is picking early to mid game comp. So this is like on the top level early to mid game comp should 90% of the times win versus late game comp. Basically, because people know how to finish the game and how to not do many mistakes. Since the enemies, if they will contest, then they will be just they are already behind. So if they will contest, they are not going to be strong enough, and they will just lose the objective. Yeah, so they will just know how to end the game. Plays per game, actually more on top esports side, the Drakes, Herald per game. Actually, top esports will focus more on the Herald, I believe. And Nationals. There's a pretty high chance, like for example, we've seen yesterday in the BLG versus HLE, that they were actually like going for the sneaky barons. So yeah, we can actually expect that. Also, the vision is pretty similar at this level. The T1 has more placed wards. The more clear it is on the top esports side, and vision wards per minute is just on the T1 side. So yeah, that's how it looks for now. Okay, even though we have a players, right? Let's just see. The most damage, wow, Faker throughout the season? Wow, crazy. The owner was 71%. Oh, no, fuck off. Yeah, thanks. Also gold, the most gold in the Gumayushi pocket, then Faker, then the top laner. Also, the Zeus will probably play some weak side champs because of the swaps recently. So he'll probably focus more on the Gragas, maybe Cassante, maybe Gnar. Yeah, that's pretty good weak side champs. Like, probably he would go for it. I mean, you could play with the Renekton, but playing weak side with Renekton makes no fucking sense. So probably he can also go Ornn, but he didn't win a game with it. And also, this guy is probably the best Ornn in the world when it comes to the pro scene. Also, one of the better Renektons, but his win rate is not so good though. Here, the most has to be Cream. This guy's an amazing. I actually hope that we will see some solo kills on Faker from Cream. Like this guy, since he was playing in OMG, I love to watch him. But since Corki and Tristan are not in the meta, also Zeri, I don't fucking want to see the Lucian. I don't want to see an Azir from him. The Yone or Aurora. Ooh, 100% win on Aurora. And Hui. Ooh, looks cool. But Hui is not so really in the meta because of the recent nerfs. But Yone and Aurora, damn. Also Jakilov. The guy who can be the best ADC if he wants to, but many times he'll just end the whole fucking game when he's playing magnificent, splendid, amazing, crazy, he will just end it. I have no idea why he's doing that, and ask Jakilov why he's trolling, because he would be the best ADC in the world if he wouldn't troll so many times. But yeah, that's it. Also, Mako, amazing support versus Keria. Yeah, I would say Mako is a better support overall, but Keria is just, well, he has an upper hand because of the he has the most played champ, so this is like why he has a really good and big champion pool, a lot of variety. So yeah, that's why. Also, let's just look at the words and then we'll just compare who's stronger, and then we will close it because really I don't really have a lot of time, but I want to speak so long for you guys because I love you. Yeah, okay, let's just go back. 80% win rate, 80% win rate. The games are faster on the side of top esports, but it really doesn't matter a lot because it's just 20 seconds. So they are pretty similar in the game style. I mean, when they end the game, not actually in the playstyles, because the plays are totally different. Okay, let's just go to the stats. Gold per minute. Freak. Gold per minute is on the T1 side. Gold differential is also on T1 side. 15. Yo, actually the early game is crazy. Wow. Average tower difference, the same. First tower, 60%, 60%. Ooh, I want to see who will get the first tower. This can actually mean a lot in every single game. CS difference. Ooh, bro, wait, they're cooking so hard, not gonna lie. Damage per minute is on the top esports side, but they have no first bloods. While T1 will probably focus more on the early game. Kills per game, 18 from the T1 and 16.8. Wow, this is crazy. Plays also. Wow, man, they're playing so hard for the early game. Like, wow. I mean, if T1 will be able to just get everything in the early game, then there's a high chance that they will just close the games in the like mid game, and maybe the top esports will get some crazy fights. But if top esports is not going to contest the early game, like for example, some Lee Sins, some Aries, some like early game picks, maybe even Sylas, then I don't think that actually they will win. Yeah, like, I feel like T1 has actually an upper hand overall. Nashor's 1, 0.8. Wow, wow, wow. They're focusing so hard on the objectives is crazy. The T1, wow. Okay, the damage, gold. Fire the most into Gumayushi, Zeus, Faker, Pocket. Also Honor having a lot. Here Jakilov versus and Cream, and 369 kind of having less. I mean, he played twice with Cassante and he's an amazing guy with the Cassante. Yeah. And Mako with Rel 3 times and once Brown. And wow, win rate 100% in the Gene and 50%. I hope we are not going to see any Gene. Like, Gene sucks. Like, right, guys, don't play Gene, please, 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 please. Okay, here Leona, Rakan. I mean, he'll play everything. The character will play everything. We are fine with it. This is like the upper hand, I would say. Okay, so let's just maybe move to the players. I already said what's going on in the games. If the T1 will not be contested, then they should finish the games. Okay, we have Zeus. He played pretty well. The 80% CSD gold, wow, like first participation. He's just a first, I mean, 6-9 just being a first blood victim is crazy. He was 100% times ahead in at CS, XP, and gold. So the top lane is going to be very important. I would say this is like kind of same thing like yesterday. Like I said, Bean will carry it if he will be ahead, and he did. The same thing goes here, but it's not like about who will carry it. But I feel like if Zeus will be ahead, then T1 should be fine. But if Zeus will be behind and 369 will be ahead, and there's actually a chance of it, then actually T1 will struggle. So this is like very important for the owner to make sure that Zeus is not going to fall behind, or even he will be even more ahead. And this is like very important for Tyan to make 369, if he's going to play weak side, not being dove 24/7. Like maybe we'll see some Sion or Orn, who knows? I hope so. I hope so. Or Cassante, yeah, he's also pretty good. Cassante here, like, well, actually, looking that he's playing Cassante, Renekton, Rumble, and he's like every single time ahead. Crazy, crazy, crazy stat actually. Stat wise, yeah, Zeus had a pretty much better games, but this guy on the Cassante is crazy. I mean, he went versus D plus Key, obviously, so fuck him because he won versus my favorite team. But I would say this is like 50-50 on top lane. Like favorite, I would say Zeus is just favorite 55-45. Like this is a very close matchup and it's really dependent on the jungle. But yeah, we'll just close it. Now we just move to the owner. Amazing, besides Wukong. The first game of the Wukong versus top esports was pretty fucking bad. Besides it, I mean, this is like first time I've seen Wukong lose. Like many times when I see Wukong, mostly the Wukong is winning, which is crazy also. But yeah, Vi, crazy Vi, Skarner, yeah, man, wow, crazy, crazy. And they're heading to 50 minutes. Ooh, in 15 minutes, 40% of the time, CS difference, goal difference, XP, 40%, first blood participation once, first blood victim. Well, like I said, probably they are not going to focus so much on the first blood since they have Skarner, Sejuani, Zinzao. Like those champs to work kinda need some gold for the like half of an item or even first item. So it really depends if we'll see Vi versus like tanky champions. I'm actually up to it. I do feel like the owner, yeah, had the best probably performance in the Swiss stage, but Tyan was very close to it. Also, like Kanyo, like it's really hard to say. I would say that he had the third best performance, but he was like behind in the stats. So yeah, I would say the T1 has a better jungler. Definitely, it's like 70-30%, maybe no 60-40, something like that. Let's just move to the Faker. Ari, Nico, Yone, Silas. I mean, he can probably play everything. And Cream, oh my god, fucking god, what the fuck is he doing? I mean, look, he plays Aurora 3 times, so this is like normal thing. Like many times Aurora players are so behind in CS. But wait. Holy fuck, my phone. Yeah, this is like reminder that I have to go. Yeah, so here, the Yone, or I mean, Aurora is many times behind in the CS, but she actually makes a lot of it. So she's still like making a lot of damage per minute. Like you can see, like damage per minute is on the Aurora side, the damage overall. So yeah, if the Aurora will be open for the Cream, then probably it's going to be Cream Stomp versus T1. But we will see. We'll see. I really want to see it. This is like I would just put the biggest spotlight here because Cream is a crazy player, and Faker, of course, he's like the GOAT objectively. Like maybe he's not in his prime times, but he's still doing a pretty good stats, not being first blood victim, 40% of being first blood participation, while the Cream has 0 first blood participation and 0 first blood victim. So yeah, kinda like it. The stats on the vision are better for the Cream. The damage is better for the Cream. KDA is on the Cream. CS per minute is for the Cream. Gold per minute is on the Faker side. Gold on the overall of the team is on the Cream side. Kill participation on the Cream side. So yeah, I'm pretty hyped up. I would say that Cream has an upper hand in this matchup. Like, don't get me wrong, but Cream really is crazy this season. And I do believe that it's like 55-45 on the Cream side. Like, I wouldn't say that, of course, like, Faker is not so, like, washed up and everything, but he played versus, like, Silas into Ari, understandable, but he didn't play so well. He played into G2 twice with Ari. Caps played kind of, I don't know, like, he was watching how Faker just kills his teammates, and yeah, versus Pain Gaming, like anyone could probably play it. You know, White Cream played versus Diplaskia, Top Esports, Genji, like, you know, he really played good versus Genji, but don't fucking pick Lucian mid, please. If you pick Lucian mid, you can give already a win to another team. Like, really, don't do that, please. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, let's just move on. Gumayushi versus Jackie Love. Don't get me wrong, I do believe Jackie Love is overall a better ADC. Also, that he won with Jhin without flashing is crazy stuff for me. But yeah, I do believe that Jackie Love overall is a better ADC. Overall. Form-wise, not really. Overall, he's better. But yeah, first blood participation, first blood victim, XP, gold. Ahead in CS, this is like very good stat when you're playing Draven and Kalista. I mean, it's much easier actually to get it. He also plays Kalista, Misfortune, Asjin. Like, I'm pretty hyped up for this matchup. Like, not gonna lie, he has more CS, more vision per minute, but he's playing Cash, so that's understandable. And more damage and better KDA. So, I mean, just here, top KDA. Overall, KDA is better for the Gumayushi. CS per minute is better for the Gumayushi. Gold is better for the Gumayushi. Gold distribution for Gumayushi. Kill participation is on the side on the Jakilov, so we can see him much more times with the team. Also, the damage is on the Jakilov when he has less gold per minute and actually has more damage per minute. This is a pretty good stat. Also, one solo kill, which is also amazing thing. So yeah, actually hard to say. I would say it's also like 55 on the Jakilov side and 45 on the Gumayushi side. And yeah, that's how I would say it. But they like those matchups I would say much closer than actually the yesterday's game. Because the thing is, here players are very close skill wise. While they're, like, for example, being just totally obliterated, or like, what the fuck was he doing? Like, bro shouldn't actually be even here. I could play the top lane weak side and I would play better. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Nah, I'm joking, obviously, yeah. But yeah, he just flashed on one guy instead of just flashing on 4 people. Like, man, bro. Like, on the pro scene, you have to hit like the most people. Okay, let's just move to the last one. And we don't actually look at these stats. They've only first blood participation and first blood victim. This is on the carrier side. We look at the vision per minute, viral words per minute. It's all on the carrier side besides the cleared words. Damage per minute, we don't really care about it. The kill participation is on the side of the Mako. Yeah, let's just move to the games. I still do believe, like, here Mako is a better player overall. Like, this guy is a world champion, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, is he? Yeah, he won with the ADG, didn't he? Yeah, he won with the ADG. Versus Damwon, of course. Fuck this guy. For real. Yeah, okay, so they won. He will probably focus on Rel. Rel is broken, so that's understandable. Only bad game was versus the Genji. Understandable, like, man, how can you play versus Genji? If, like, man, like, really, if they not win it this year, I'm just like, I'm gonna fucking scream. Like, man, they have basically the best players on every single role. Like, in the jungle, on the mid lane, on ADC, because Viper is not here already, so Pace is the best ADC left. Maybe Elk or Pace, depends. But I would say Pace. Also, they have the best left support because Delight is not here. And also, I believe that Lehens is better, but Delight is better because of the engages. And also, they have Keen, which was an amazing player, and he was always playing so good when his team was behind. Like, in Africa Freaks, he was always like top. Stat-wise, he was top player overall for the LCK on the top lane for so long. And he is crazy, but I do believe like he can actually in international play that. But if they are not winning it, like, man, you have fucking Kayon. Like, how can you lose with Kayon? Like, bro, like, you're not D plus King or Genji. This is not possible. Like, for real. Okay, whatever. Let's just go on it because we just moved from the topic. Leona, Nico, Renata, Rakan. I do believe that Keria will perform better on the not usual champs, like, for example, Nico or just Rakan. I mean, he's a usual champion, but not really played more because it's much safer to play some Leona, because with Rakan you have to go in, right? And also Riley is just broken. Also, you can play with Brown. So it really depends. But I do believe here also this is like Mako's. The support is on a Mako side, 60 to 40, but if actually Kera is going to play some pretty weird picks and he's not going to int and actually has a big brain, like many times with some like ADCs on the support, there's actually a huge chance that actually it will just go around 60 to 40 for the carrier. So this is like dependent very on the picks which we will see today, but I do believe Mako overall as a basic support, the fundamental wise, he is better. He is just better, and that's true. Like, if you disagree, then I don't know. But yeah, the carrier has an upper hand. With the weird picks, he actually can perform much better. Like, if you will see some Bard, which is not in the meta, some like Nikos, which can be crazy. Yeah, I do believe it. Like some Renata with Kalista, also crazy. But yeah, you play versus Jakilov, which I wouldn't actually go Kalista if he can go Draven. Yeah, but yeah. Going back to that, I do feel like T1 will win it. T1 will win it, but this matchup is like 55-45 on the T1 side. Like actually, I would say maybe even more, 60-40. Even though like players are much closer, but playstyles are different. Like I said, if top esports will contest early game, yeah, there's a huge chance that actually T1 is not going to win the games, but actually if they will just get every single objective in the early game and they won't be contested, like man, like they're just getting free stats and free goals. So yeah, just basically better try to go for some early mid-game champs if you're a top esports. Like for example, some Draven Kalista would be pretty much appreciated on the bottom for just the early Drakes, also some Lee Sin in the jungle for the Tian. Yeah, but I actually looking, this is probably going to be the best game. I hope there are going to be 5 maps, and hopefully, I don't know, whatever. I don't like T1. I'm T1 hater, but I'm just objectively saying that they are just better in the form right now. So I would say I hope that top esports win, but if T1 wins, I mean they will meet probably Genji anyway. So yeah, I mean whatever. Okay, let's not say any biased things. T1 has an upper hand in these games. Hopefully, we will see it that Analyze is going to be okay. If you want to actually bet and just go for the pick and go for the T1, I don't believe the top esports can actually overtake, but they can. They can totally get it to the 5 games and actually make it 3-2 for them. Like if top esports win, I don't believe it's going to be 3-0. It's going to be more like 3-1, 3-2. There's no way that they are going for the 3-0 versus T1. Why T1 can make 3-0 or 3-1 if top esports won't contest it. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you guys for watching and see you guys tomorrow on the Genji versus FlyQuest analysis. Like, bro, I don't even want to analyze this shit. Like, I can just put a meme for like, I don't know, 10 minutes and it will be a great analysis. Like, I don't know, some Nunu snowballs from Inspired. Yeah, it could be also a good thing. Yeah, but yeah, guys, bye. I have to go. Bye, 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 bye.